Welcome back, everybody, to MCOCL Bundy Rules. Got a tutorial on how to use Mantis. Rather underrated, underappreciated champ for most of what I've seen on her. I enjoyed using her quite a bit. Found she actually has some pretty little good hidden utility that people I don't know if they all know about. I'm going to go into on debuff stuff. Additionally, can do some really good damage. Fairly easy build up if you understand how to use her. So we're going to start by breaking it down. Here's a little bit of showing you what she can do before as we're getting ready to start the tutorial now. All these sections are important, starting off with Tranquilize. This is what can give her actually technically debuff immunity in certain situations. You can get Tranquilize going while not performing any action. Rather than running, Mantis stands still to inflict a 25% potency Tranquilize. That's against all champs other than the Science goes up to 100%, and Tranquilize decreases debuff ability accuracy, which means against Science champs with Tranquilize, you can get 100% decreased debuff accuracy, which is massively important in some situations, and I will show you a little bit more about that a little later in the video in the tips section. So when not running, so you automatically start without the running when you don't touch anything. If you want her to kind of move forward when there's space, you just double tap. So double tap block to take the non-running off and put running on, and so be it. So as far as mixed emotions, this is where you get most of your damage. When dashing back, there's a couple different ways on this between Infuriate and Intimidate. Infuriate, you land a heavy and then either 1, 2, or 3 light attacks and then dash back. That is going to get Infuriate going up for 7 seconds, makes them more aggressive. Once they're in Infuriate, you keep doing intercepts. The intercepts are going to give you 2 mixed emotions each time. There's also Intimidate. On Intimidate, what you're going to do is you're going to go and do the medium light, meaning end the combo with the light. And then after that, you just hit the block. It keeps Intimidated for 14 seconds, and you hit into the block. Every time you hit into their block, you're getting a mixed emotion. You can get to 20 max mixed emotions. The more you get, preferably a 20, the better it will be for you. So I recommend trying to get the 20, and that's what's going to lead us up into the heavy attacks as he's going. So again, kind of rotate based on where you're at, the fight between Infuriate and Intimidate to get up to the 20 mixed emotions. Again, Infuriate, you're going to be doing, they're more aggressive, easy to get the intercepts. Intimidate, you're going to go ahead and hit into the block. On heavy attacks, charging a heavy attack while close to the defender consumes all the mixed emotions on the opponent and inflicts a sleep passive for a half a second per, increased up to 4 seconds based on the amount of mixed emotions consumed. It cannot be activated. This cannot be activated without any mixed emotions. So the more mixed emotions, the longer the sleep, the longer you can charge your heavy. So what you do is get up to as many mixed emotions as you can, preferably 20. Get close to them and charge your heavy. You don't have to parry, none of that stuff. You just go ahead and charge heavy, and they're going to go to sleep for based on how long, up to 4 seconds. While you're charging them, you're building up furies. Those furies are charging up. And you can either launch into the heavy, as we see here, or to get her real damage, you can kind of launch in the special 2. On special 1, we saw that inflict the enroaching passive. A way to do that and purify up to 2 debuffs. Special 2, though, you can use that here and there. Special 2 is really where you get most of her damage, though. If the special attack was activated during Mantis heavy attack, this special attack guarantees a critical hit. So as I was saying on the heavy, you're charging that heavy, let it with the timer get ready to run down. So if you have a 4-second timer based on 20 max of those, let it get right before it goes, and then launch into the S2 and you get guaranteed critical hits. S3 is a good way to get Tranquilized without having to try to stand still all the time. So this inflicts 100% potency Tranquilize debuff for 26 seconds. Also, 100% means this is not only just for Science champs, it could be for any champs whatsoever if you go to that S3. So you can go 26 seconds with pretty much debuff immunity for the most part, which can be essential. Looking at the signature ability we got, Tranquilize effects under 100% potency have it increased the more based on how much sig you got, and inflicting mixed emotion passive while opponent is inflicted with Tranquilize pauses our Tranquilize effects for a little less than a half a second. Again, depending on how much sig you got there, so that can make the Tranquilize a little better. Again, that can grant you some forms of debuff resistance and or immunity. Looking at the synergy, she's got a few that could be very helpful, to include this one also has mixed emotions, which 25% to inflict another when one is inflicted. This one puts the guard and guardian, do some block proficiency there. This one can sense that it's complicated. Duration of personal inferiority and intimidate debuffs are increased by 2 seconds. It makes it very good while you're trying to build up your mixed emotions. Can be very helpful. This one won't let anything go over your head. Sleep inflicted by charging heavy. Duration increased by half a second. And this one thinks violence is a solution. The one with the raccoon. The other two just critical power rate, critical rating. Let's get into the tips for use. Tip 1. While Tranquilize is active, you get 100% immunity of debuffs from science. If you actually do it through the S3, it's 100% from all champs. Again, that means 100% of debuff, decreased accuracy on the defender. So we're seeing in the first fight we just saw there with the Abomination, we weren't getting any poisons. The one with Spidey 99, we saw we were getting no ruptures. And this one with Torch, we're not getting any incinerate. Again, ideally you don't just stand there and take it. I'm doing that just to kind of give a point right there to show not getting any debuffs. Tip 2, and the rotation. This is going to be key here on what we do it. So as mentioned before, the damage comes from the mixed emotions. So you want to build up mixed emotions. You can build them up between doing Infuriate, again, a medium. Don't finish the combo. Do a medium and a light, or 2 lights or 3 lights, and dash back. Once you do that, you have Infuriate, and go ahead, keep doing as many intercepts as you can during that time. Once you're done with that, go ahead and do Intimidate. End the combo with the light, so medium, light, and then once that's going, keep hitting into the block, and you will see 1 mixed emotion for each. Once you get to 20, we start charging heavy. You didn't have to parry nothing. You just get close to them, charge heavy. They'll go to sleep for up to 4 seconds, and as the timer is running out, go ahead and cancel out the heavy into the special 2 to hit special 2, and we saw some very good damage right there. We're going to do that again because of course this is going to be key. Once you understand how she works, doing this is pretty simple, but you have to understand how she works to properly do this. Again, get the 20 mixed emotions by rotating between the Infuriate and Intimidate as need be. I like to personally start with Infuriate first because it's shorter, and you get 2 per one. And then switch into Intimidate, ending the combo on a light, and keep hitting to the block. Once you're at 20, again, just get on close to them and go ahead and charge heavy. They will just automatically go to sleep at that point. So as we're kind of taking our time this time, so we're seeing how it works. First time we kind of built up our 20 mixed emotions nice and quick. Can do it quick and do it slow. You don't have to build up the whole 20 you want to, as long as you have some mixed emotions in them to go to sleep. So I got close, I charged heavy, seen all those furies building up during that time, and as the heavy was ending, I went ahead and launched my special 2, and we saw that great damage. I hope this helped. Fun champ. Don't forget to click that top left icon, subscribe to Mcoc All Bundy Rules. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to click like as well. Thank you.